That's it. Share screen. Share screen. Right. So here we are. Welcome to FESIG Free Energy Special Interest Group. This is the 11th FESIG meeting, and here is the venue. It's in the community centre, Stockwell, London. Today's date. The introduction here is to the formation of FESIG group. Okay, that was earlier. Okay, our primary objective is to build our own free energy devices for our own needs, health, and connection within. The secondary objective is to build skills, nurture a career in manufacturing, spin-offs in cottage industries, in the community, creating employment. This is for you, Socks, because you're new here. So
yes, thank you.
Uniting all creeds and races towards unity, peace, and harmony, working together for freedom and the betterment of humankind. And I was expecting a Professor Max from Malaysia.
Hello.
Yeah, hi. Are you there, Max?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful, you're here. I'm so sorry about the technical hiccups and all that. I know it's really late in Malaysia. Is it about 1 a.m. in the morning?
Yes, it's 1 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, so this presentation is for you as well, because the rest of us, I have been with FESIG for a long time. So you see, you've been to the website, so you can get, I'm going through it very quickly, so you can get a gist of what we are about, right?
Yes.
So today, the meeting agenda is, number one, a presentation of FESIG to new members. Number two, we'll be doing a guided meditation. And I think KB, who's anonymous here, probably will be able to guide us. Oh, sorry, the numbering got confused here. Number three, introducing guest teachers present on the panel. We have David Palfreman, who will be presenting his work. He's producing the oxygen atom in the pyramid with a quad core infinity to bring an abundance of oxygen to the unit to provide provide healing, not heating. Yeah. Number four, members are to share their experiences with their devices. And number five, brainstorming ideas on membership drive, structure, and sharing knowledge via specialty workshops and group projects. And number six, scheduling next meeting to launch the workshop to continue on regular basis. Not quite, we don't have workshops because we have advanced to a level, to a stage where we're just sharing experiences and reporting on the developments of our devices. Okay, so when we first started, we did workshops and we were combining our knowledge and exploration of how we can build our devices, and we had done so. Okay, well, at least James and I had built our devices. Louis is observing, but he's going to build his. We will get him to do so. And then here we have links as to where we could go to when you want to reach the PI team. This is the PI team channel YouTube link. Okay, no, I can't access that. Okay, now that's where you learn how to, this is for you, Max, where you would be able to learn how to build your own PI Q6. Okay, you want to build a Q6 first because that's a recommendation, right? You want to build a Q6 so you can get it from here. Okay, that's a link that I put there so that I can access it for you to see. All right. So this is their YouTube channel, where they have loads and loads of workshops, how to build this, how to build that, how to build the all the Q series, Q6, Q24, Q144, and so on and so forth, and in between, you know. So there's also teaching with Peppy, Peppy's workshops there as well. So you choose which one you want to learn. I suggest you scroll down right to the bottom, because right from the beginning, where Peppy was showing how you can build the cones and how you can fit it in and how you can do the battery capacitors and all that. Okay, so there you go. So this is their YouTube channel, and same with you, so you'll be able to get a hang of it. And I have pasted the link in the website, the FESIG website. Okay, so if you go to the FESIG website, you'll be able to see the link. So I'm going to put thru vision of peace.com. It's easy to remember. Truevisionofpeace.com, FESIG, FESIG.html. I'll take you straight to our FESIG website. Okay, there you go. So this is our FESIG website. Okay, and all the, I have updated the objectives and all that. All right, and that is Mr. Cash, where the Cash Foundation workshops is where we all met and how all this got started. Okay, so that's Koso Uch, who's the inventor and originator of the cube technology, and then that's Asif Daniel, who couldn't be with us today. Usually he would attend the meeting because he's working, and I said it's okay if he's late, so he might come in later, I don't know. And then there's Michael Azib Melchizedek. So on this lineup, Koso first came up with the cubes. Actually, of course, you know, he'd been working with James for quite a number of years, and they're very good friends, and they've been making devices for many years, right? So when he joined the Cash Foundation, that is urged by James, and I was, James sent him there because I told James to go, and James didn't have the time, so he went, and the rest is history. So in January, he shocked everyone with a talking Margaret. And then he developed his cubes, and then he taught. And then Ayosif Daniel is the second person to have, was the second person to have built the star formation, the PI cube star formation. And at that time, they were using just Margaret coils. Okay, that was way back in February. Ayosif would have come up with the second one, which he called equilibrium, or BEC. And then Michael Moore was the third person to have built the star formation PI plasma cube star formation. And then fourth was Pepe. Pepe then came up with it, and apparently Pepe was chosen by the plasma intelligence to be the teacher. So he came up with a lot of workshops, and he had a very clear communication with his device, with his star formation, plasma PI cube star formation, that he called Francesca. They were going to call it Frankenstein, if I remember correctly, and Carolina, Cash's wife, said, no, I don't like that name, so they changed it to Francesca. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that correct, James? Vince?
Yeah, that's what he called it, Francesca.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's pretty cute. And then they you know, created a lot of workshops that I've shown you in the PI Tech Team Q144. If you click on this link, it will take you to the workshops where you can learn from Pepe mostly and Koso about how to make this Q series. Okay, the Q6 would be sufficient for you to power up most appliances in your household, and the Q24 will be more powerful because it will then load on a lot more electrical appliances or whatever you need to use, you know, more than you need really. And then the Q144, of course, is the giant, which Koso call it IBM Watson. Is that right, James? When he was interviewed by Alfred Webre.
Well, no. Albert Watson was the AI computer from 2026 of the parallel reality, where Donald Trump was president, and he declared himself president for life. And it was like the New World Order or something took over. You remember what? Remember that? I don't. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I mean that was pretty cool. I mean he did. I mean that was he did a good job in the interview. He is so spot on with what he wants to say, and most of it makes sense to some of us, because different people have got different perception of things and different knowledge with the level of their research and experiences in life. So there's no judgment here, because FESIG stands on its own without taking sides, without you know, being I'm twisted to pledge allegiance to a particular group, because we are truth seekers, okay, and we want to explore the new frontiers. So therefore, we have no no breaks here. We want anyone who cares to share the knowledge and the devices to come forth, and then we can go a lot further. Right, so basically that's it. I think something's happening here now, because opposite the room we have a huge big musical group, and they're just about to start drumming. So another problem here. Right, so I'm going to stop sharing now. Right, then James, would you introduce yourself? Because I was about to do this, and then I felt that the newbies need to be introduced properly.
Yeah, so my name is James Rink, and I have an e-commerce website where I market and sell meditation tools. Part of it was based on Kusal's designs. Before we were doing free energy, we were doing free energy chi to help people relax, the chi energizer. That website is www.neologicaltech.com. And I can put that in the chat description. I also have a 501c3 nonprofit organization where the goal is to help people meditate, to teach children to meditate, and I've got some humanitarian projects tied into that as well. And I have a degree in horticulture and finance, and I also have another website called Super Soldier Talk, where I try to bring awareness to the MyLab phenomena, where basically the military abducts people, adjuncts them with alien DNA, experiments on them, and uses them for, well, my case as a super soldier, but that is called supersoldiertalk.com. So check that out as well. I can put all that in the chat description.
Yeah, put it on the chat, James. Well, thank you so much for your introduction. It's always such a delight to have you in the FESIG meeting. Right, so shall we move on to Max? Max, we would like to hear you introducing yourself.
Yeah. Hi
Max,
everybody. I'm in Malaysia, Southeast Asia here. I studied in London for marketing, actually. But since I came back, I've been into a little bit of technology, smart buildings. Basically, doing, people call it smart home, which includes programmable switches and security systems and surveillance. And at the moment, I am also doing some rapid prototyping, which is 3D printing. Not really big in that yet, because Malaysia has got quite a limitation on the usage of 3D printing. Although it's a good technology, which I think I'm going to use it on, probably try to, if I can use it and to build Q6, maybe. I'm not sure. I haven't tried my device at the moment yet. So I'm actually working together with a friend. I'm not sure you guys have met him, Gary. That is basically it, what I'm doing at this moment. Thanks very much.
Well, thank you so much, Max, for your introduction. That's fascinating what you do. Right, so we move on to Salt. Nixon, we would like to get to know you. So if you would just introduce yourself, please.
Yes, this is the first time that I've been here, and I find it quite interesting. I'm in Arizona in the United States, and I'm working on a humanitarian project for an 80-acre health and wellness center in Payson, Arizona, which is in the mountains. It's at 5,000 feet, but it's really a very little snow in the wintertime and quite pleasant temperatures throughout the year. And the 80 acres is about 10 minutes outside of town, and it's sort of in a valley, that there are natural springs, and we also have a center in town which will be sort of a satellite center, which will feature a vegetarian organic food restaurant with salads and green drinks to introduce healthful eating to the population there, as well as teaching classes right at the restaurant that they can take home their own recipes. If they order something on the menu and they go, wow, this is delightful, okay, here's the recipe and the instructions on how you can create that at home. It's going to be an art center where we will be working with children and adults with therapeutic art, as well as sort of a mecca for all of the artists in the area. We'll have a clay workshop as well, and there's a large patio. This used to be a 5-star restaurant, and so it has very mature trees out in the front where there's a front patio. There's a stage, a sand stage, that we can present small plays as well as have music. And there's parking for 60 people on the property, or 60 cars. And so we're doing this in town to prepare people for what we're doing out on the 80 acres, because it doesn't have a storefront. You can't see it from the highway. People are just going to drive by. And so by having a center in town, it's basically marketing. And people will come there to do art or to just sit and have a social time with their friends at the restaurant. And during this time, we will be teaching them different types of health modalities to get them off of the chemicals that the doctors seem to be very avidly prescribing, and teach ways of how people can heal themselves through rightful cooking and eating and exercise and whatnot. We'll be having Qigong classes there, as well as yoga, and we will have outreach programs to go to different community organizations to teach Qigong and other aspects of healthful living. And out at the 80 acres, we will have a large community center, which will be an education center. We plan on bringing in people from around the world who have invented or stylized different types of modalities, and they can bring that into the area. We can invite people. We're very close to Sedona, Arizona, if you've heard of that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sorry, I have to cut you short because we've got a lot to do and time.
That's fine. That's fine. Absolutely fine. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Socks.
Okay.
David is waiting with his device to show us as well. Yeah, so now we move on to Kiki. Kiki, are you there? Would you like to come forward and tell us about you and your device and how you got into the consciousness thing? Kiki. Okay, I'm going to unmute you. Sorry. Yeah, there you go. Can you hear me? Oh, okay. Probably you can't hear me, or your microphone's not working like mine did just now. Okay, so I'm going to move on to Leith. Hi, Leith. Leith Painter is here with us. It's so good to see you. Leith, would you like to say a few words about yourself?
Hey, Crystal. How you doing? Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, good. Hi, how you doing? Intros, is that what we're doing? Sorry, I joined late, so I wasn't aware of the agenda. But yeah, everybody knows me. I think everybody on this call. If you don't, yeah, I'm Australian living in Canada. I've been working in the clean green software for the past 7 years. So I developed software. I've developed a lot of plasma devices and new tech, and I'm sharing it with everybody around the world. I've donated a lot to everybody and really positive results in healing and clean water, and now, of course, energy saving. So that's what I'm doing, and it's great to be here. And Question I
Thank
can
you. It's
answer.
good to have you with us, Leith.
Yep,
And
yep.
you couldn't make it the last meeting, were you? You weren't there.
No, I'm getting super busy, and I've got to start looking for full-time work, unfortunately, because this stuff's not paying for itself. So I'm starting to get busy and dragged away on other things. But yeah, I'll try and join in whenever I can.
We missed you. And we missed Fraz Frazzle. Hadn't been able to make it for the last couple of meetings because he has a reason, Fraz. Can I leave it to you to tell us, or you don't want to talk about it?
Greetings. I don't know if you can see me. Hi.
Yes, we can see you, Fraz.
I go by Fraz Frazzle. Basically, I have built the one of the larger MagGrav units back in January. That came online with the first plasma battery put back into it of Alex's beads. I've worked with Kosel and with Laura and some of the others developing their devices. Currently, we have 2 of the Q6s up and running, and it's interesting in the line that they are right out of the box. When you first hook them up, they can take 1200 watts. And that's without any nano coating or anything. So it's an interesting device. The Q6s can be plugged directly into your car battery system. It doesn't matter on polarity because both ends are plus and minus. So anyway, I'm going to sit back and enjoy the seminar today.
We will be coming back to you, Fraz, to see your device, okay? Right. So
none of them are here.
Okay, fine. That's all right. But we do this one by one. Hang on a minute. Let me see who next. Yes, Vince. Vince, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Hi, I'm Vince from Liverpool, England. I've not actually made a device. I'm in the process of putting the things together to make my first device. I bought one of Losif, but on the last Zoom meeting, Kozel told me that he didn't think my device was working because I was showing watts on the output, and he said it should have been showing 0. But I'm confused because I've seen other people post on Facebook where they're still getting watts on the output. No one's showing absolute 0. So I'm confused on where it should be. Even on Pepe's talk, he said if you plug a 500 watt refrigerator in it, it still might be showing a 100 watt draw. But Koza was adamant that it should be showing 0 watts straight away. So I don't know what anyone's opinion on that is.
Okay, we will come back to you, Vince, because this is
Okay.
the introduction bit, and then we are also excited to see David Palfreman's device first. Okay, then we come to the issues of the problems of whatever each of one of us have. Then we would just clear that amongst ourselves. So that's the beauty of having a group like this. Then we can, actually check each other out and share knowledge and solve problems. Right, so now that, have I missed out on anyone? Oh yes, there's one person who's anonymous on iPhone. Would you like to speak up and show yourself and introduce yourself? Okay,
Hey, Crystal, can you hear me?
Yes. Who's that?
Oh, hey, this is Paul. We talked on email, and I was on the last meeting.
Hey, yeah. Can you show yourself? Is it on a video?
I'm not sure. I'm on my phone. I don't know how to do that. I'm actually I'm not at home right now.
Oh, it's all right. We know you. You have with us in the last meeting.
I'm sorry. I'm not sure what's going on here. As soon as I unmuted myself, I can barely hear you. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not very technological savvy, but anyway, that's who I am. So I'm not trying to hide here. I don't know how to do it.
Well, you want to see Paul? You want to know him better? Click on the YouTube link of the last meeting. He was there. Okay. Right. So that's Paul. Thank you, Paul, for your introduction. So now we move on according to the agenda to David. David Palfreman, would you be able to introduce yourself and get your device on?
Certainly.
Yes. So you see David on screen now. I'm going to, there you are. I'm going to pin the video so you can see it. There you go.
David Palfreman. from.
Oh, hold on, David. I must introduce.
Yeah.
Mrs. Hill is here with us as well. So there you go. With her husband. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Louis and. Okay. Yeah. So there you go. Right. And now over to you, David. Yeah. Over to you now, David. Sorry about that. Okay. Sorry, the camera is not stationary. Just bear with me. Yeah, because we want it to be fixed so that we can see David's presentation clearly. Okay. No. That's a wire. Yeah. Okay. I think maybe that's it. Yeah. Well, can you see David clearly? You can't. Yeah, it's not. It's out of focus. There you go. So we there you go, David. Yeah, the table is there, so it goes out of focus a bit. Yeah, go on there. Yeah.
That was it. All right, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, great to hear from all of you, and it's great to be able to introduce some of my work. Was introduced to Keshi's work about a year ago, and it comes and goes through one ear and out the other, and sort of come to the conclusion that we're all going on our own path to find.
Hold on, David. Can you hear David clearly? Can you hear David clearly?
Yes.
Okay, carry on. Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah. We all have to find our path for development and how we're going to progress. Help each other, we can move on to the next level and become more aware of each other. My field mainly is health, and it seems to me that we have to.
There's the microphones there.
All right, we have to speak up. We have to get rid of all the blockages in our programming to get good health and get free energy. It's these blockages and our programming that we have to work on, and we have to reprogram ourselves, and we can help each other by revealing how we've got over some negative programming through our devices and that. So I think I'll just go through my device now and explain it.
Yes, please, David. He's brought his device. So here he is with the device.
I've been following Kesh.
Let me just remove all this. We've got more space.
I've been following Kesh and Mike Mashif. And his work. Quite useful. And then I sort of branched out in my own direction. Mike Sheath, he introduced the quad core to me, which is the quad core is 4 wires nano-coated, twisted together, forming 2 infinity loops. And this is one.
Can't see it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah.
This would be one. Infinity, 2 infinity. 1 electron, the path, the orbits of 1 electron. And after following that, I thought, well, it would be good if we could sort of create the oxygen atom.
You can talk while I
So
do the props.
the oxygen atom has 8 electrons. So I made 8 of these quad cores. These quad cores represent matter, antimatter, light, and dark light. Each one represents the path of one electron. So I had to put together a format for 8 electrons to combine neatly together. So I experimented with putting them in layers, and then I got introduced to the Egyptian pyramid, and I looked a bit more into that. And it seems like the Egyptians, they were into extending life, longevity, and healing and cleansing the body. And so I thought, well, maybe the shape should be either a cube or a pyramid. And then I realised, well, the cube would have 6 orbits on each face. So 6 orbits would make up 6 electrons. And 6 electrons. And that would be the carbon atom. And I tried various. I tried 4 electrons, 6, and then I thought, well, it would be quite important to get the shape right to try and create the electron. So
pyramid.
So I made the pyramid, but the pyramid there, as you can see, only has 4 orbits for the electrons, because that is half an atom. You need another pyramid on the back of it to make the whole 8 orbits of the electrons. So I made it today like that, and please put it down there on the table there. And I was testing it out today. There's the pyramid. And I was trying it out, and I thought, I was trying to meditate with it, and I don't think it really gave me that much. Couldn't really detect any great oxygen coming out of it, but I did detect a very calming effect of it. It did feel very calming and settling, and when I took my eyes off it, took my eyes back on it, I thought, my God, it's like a friend. It's become alive somehow. I only made it today, about midday. It seems to, I don't really ever want to part with it. It's become my friend. So I just wanted to share that with you. I don't know what the meaning behind that is, but it did make me think, my next one, I'm going to carry on with the oxygen atom. I think what I'm going to do is make a cube. So it's 6 sides, with 6 quad cores on the sides, and 2 put in the middle in a cross shape, making an extra 2. And that does fit in with the orbits of the electrons, with oxygen having 6 on the outer level of the orbits and 2 on the inner. So it would fit quite well with having 6 on the inside faces of all the outside cube sides, and 2 in the middle, the internal orbits. And I'm going to try on that. I feel very good about this. I don't know what it's going to produce, but I do feel quite good. And the reason why I'm kicking off with oxygen so hard is if we oxygenate our bodies, we create an environment which kills parasites, fungi, bad bacteria, and viruses. And wouldn't we be much better off without them? But going along with that, there's more research that I've done is you still have to have antioxidants in your food to, once the oxygen has gone in and done its work, you want to get rid of the oxygen out of the body. So that's what the antioxidants are all about. They say eat lots of greens, vegetables and fruits and this, that and the other. And that's what it's for. Just clear out all the hard work that the extra oxygen has done. Anyway, I'm hoping to have some successes with down this oxygen route. I'm quite keen to work along with others on this. I mean, I feel it's got scope. This is the shape of the Giza pyramid in Egypt, and if it was good enough for the Anunnaki, who currently live for hundreds of years, if not more, then I'm sure it's good enough for us to extend our lives to a decent length. What can I offer? Well, I think I would like to feel that I can offer a bit more than I am offering to the group, to individuals and progress for humanity. And I think that's all I can share with you at the moment without going overboard.
Thank you, David. Thank you very much. David, would you be able to demonstrate how you would use your device to heal? Say, supposing Mrs. DeGale wants some healing, so how do you?
Well, what I would do.
Let's show everyone how you made it again. Okay, let's show everyone. Okay, hang on a minute. Let me just. Yeah.
Well, these are
the quad core. You said.
Each one of these represents one electron.
Mm-hmm.
This represents one electron, so there's 4 electrons. Mm-hmm. And this unit, this pyramid, is half of of an atom, of an oxygen atom. Represents half of the oxygen atom. Mm-hmm. And then the shape being a pyramid, makes it a very stable structure in sacred geometry.
And that's a copper wire?
These are copper wire, nano-coated copper wire in 4 strands. Mm-hmm. Each one is one piece. Mm-hmm. That's one continuous piece. Mm-hmm. And it's twisted.
What gauge copper wire?
It's just a very thin copper wire. I'll try to make it as thin as possible. Mm-hmm. And
how do you nano-coat it? Cash style?
I nano-coated cold caustic.
Cold caustic.
Cold caustic in a warm area with occasional sunlight. Mm-hmm. Seems to help, but it takes several days.
So you use a spray to spray the caustic
spray it
solution?
Or dip it in and then take it out.
Okay.
And it doesn't work very well in cold weather. Mm-hmm. But it works very well in warm weather.
Right.
So how do I use this? Do we want to go there?
Yeah.
How do I use it?
So we can demonstrate with Mrs. DeGale.
I would sit by it, maybe on the floor, mm-hmm. and as I understand it from Mike Nashif, the energy goes up and slightly turns to the right. This is the way it goes. And I would just put my hands on there and just try and think of nothing really, because it's the block. We do the healing. We do our own healing. We do our own energy. 0 point energy is all about us, what we can do. And we can't do it because we're blocked up. We've been denied truth. And we've blocked ourselves up as much as other people blocking us up. And so you just got to try and empty yourself. And be open to what comes. And what, like I say, what came to me was, I am your friend. This is my friend. Came to me today. So I'm very pleased with that. I've been in a good mood all day.
All right, that's wonderful. So, Mrs. DeGale,
so we could, if we're doing a meditation, we could all put a hand on this.
Okay. So would you guide her to put a hand on it to do some healing?
Well,
how is it going to be administered?
I remember I listened to your other one of your other videos, and you did a meditation, which was very pleasant.
We intend to do that.
Yeah. Shall we do that?
I was just waiting for you to call the cue. so that we can do that with
Well,
your...
it's just a matter of putting your hand on it or near it. It doesn't have to be on it. These pyramids are supposed to work even if you're close to them.
So there are 4
It's
of
the
us here.
shape.
There are 5 of us here.
Well,
So,
so shall we put
sit
it on a
around
chair? Shall we? Yes.
physically?
Yes. Shall
You
we put it on a chair here?
Okay, right. So we'll get a chair. I think this chair is not good, right? We have to use
A higher chair.
yeah, a higher chair.
The other chap.
The white one? How about a white one? And this one?
Would you like to sit on a more comfortable chair? You want to sit down?
This one?
That one okay? That's quite hard.
No, it's okay. Okay, so we're gonna put, there are 5 of us here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shall I put the
Yes,
pyramid
please do. Please do.
gently?
Yeah.
Hello. I will move you.
It hasn't got a name yet, so maybe we can think of a name for it.
Yeah, space to a meditation. So,
You're very clever.
Let's just copy it.
Good job. Yolanda.
Yolanda is here.
Yolanda's joined us.
Yolanda has joined us. Yolanda, put your hand up. Thank you. Okay, right. So we're going to prop this camera properly so everyone can see what we're doing. Okay.
It's turned.
Okay, the camera has focused itself. So, is everyone watching? You have to sit back a bit. Yeah, that's it. That's it, right. So there are 5 of us here. We're doing a meditation around the, what do you call it?
Pyramid.
A pyramid device. A pyramid device
Yes.
with a quad core
Quad core inside.
inside. Okay. So join us, everyone. Okay. Everyone, are you ready? We are just about to go into a meditation session with David Quad core. Sorry, who?
I'm ready.
You're ready. Okay, everyone ready? Well, okay, so we're going to start the meditation now. Yeah, just relax, everyone. Would you want me to do the guided meditation, or do you want
please
to?
do guided.
And then I will.
And at any time, if anyone
Anytime, I
wants
just
to
hand it over to
touch,
you because it's your device,
Right,
and then you can talk to
I
the
will just
device
say
and
that-
ask for healing or whatever. Yeah.
All right. Yes. Okay. Yes.
So we have David physically here with Yolanda, with Mrs. DeGale, Mr. DeGale, Louis, and me, Crystal. So the 5 of us are sitting around the pyramid quad core device. Shall I say pyramid quad core?
That's
And we
right.
ask for its name, yeah, during the meditation. Yeah. Okay. So now everyone's ready. Let's just relax in our seats. Sink deep in your seats comfortably and just become aware of your breathing. Become more and more aware of your heartbeat. As you inhale, you're inhaling in positive, wonderful energies from the divine source of creator of all that is. And as we exhale, we're exhaling out the negativity, pent-up emotions, the stresses of the day gets exhaled out of our body. And just relax. Every muscle, every fiber of your body relaxing, going deep, deeper into relaxation. Now visualize light pouring down into your crown chakra, light from the highest God source, from Creator. Like a pillar of white light pouring through onto our crown chakra as we sit. Even if you are lying down or inclined in your soft cushion of the chair, imagine that you are actually sitting straight up with the crown chakra directly receiving the white light from the divine source of Creator of all that is. This ray of white light that shines right through your crown chakra, through your third eye chakra now, cleansing, clearing, balancing, through to the throat chakra now, and you can see the colors clearing up from violet to magenta color, getting clearer and clearer from the third eye to the throat chakra and to the heart chakra that is green in color, emerald green, and is getting clearer and clearer, brighter and brighter as it gets cleansed and cleared, and down to the solar plexus, and then to the sacral chakra, orange in color, solar plexus yellow, and it's getting clearer and brighter, more and more beautiful, and to the base chakra, red color, and it's clearing and balancing and healing and making things right. As this chakra, as the energy centers of our body, looks after the internal organs around its area, and we're getting healing at the same time because we are connected to this pyramid, called pyramid, that David Palfreman has built. And now visualize this ray of light, this column of white light from the divine source pouring in through our crown chakra, right through our whole chakra tube well, goes right through to the bottom of the ground, right through the earth's crust, into the center of the earth, hollow earth, to connect to the smoky sun. And as you breathe in, you're breathing in this wonderful divine energy that bounces up from the smoky sun, the core of our planet, right through to our base chakra, now up through to the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, the heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye chakra, crown chakra, and out it comes again in the loop, toroid light around our energy fields, our auric fields around our physical human body. And it goes right up to connect to the source of all that is, I'm Creator. And so it goes in the loop. As you breathe in, you're breathing in this white light, golden light, liquid diamond, through your crown chakra and goes down to hollow earth to connect to the smoky sun. As you exhale, you're exhaling out all the negativity, all the controllers, the handlers, the whatever that has been implanted into our DNA or our consciousness artificially. That is not in alignment with Creator's loving light is now being transmuted into light and love. And we know that as we make with our hands, with our hearts, with our feelings, with our mind, whatever devices we choose to make, it is of our very own divine consciousness from our hearts with love. And thus we connect to our higher selves. And nothing comes from outside, it's from within you to your higher self that the communication comes forth, that is connected to Creator of all that is. So we are steadfastly in alignment with Creator's loving light in our divine mission. And as you breathe in, you're breathing in wonderful positive energy. As you breathe out, you're breathing out negativity or any unnatural attachments that is not in alignment with Creator's loving light is being now dispelled from your body, from your astral body, from your physical body. Everything is in balance, in harmony, working in the 432 hertz of our natural rhythm, flowing with the universal force. And now visualize all of you who are online. You're here with us in spirit, you're here with us in the now, connecting with David's quad-core pyramid. And now, over to you, David, for the initiation of the connection. And you might want to ask for a name.
Quad core pyramid sounds pretty good to know. Thank you. For helping us. Please help us to, in our journeys, to understand why we're here and what we have to do. Keep us clean minds and clean bodies. Help us connect with who we need to connect with for our advancement. Help us grow, become more aware, help others, help to download useful information on progress, help us be active in bringing forward new paradigms to live by. And spread our message of love, strength in numbers, courage, so we can all grow up together. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Now I want you to slowly come up to your conscious level of, to your, wakefulness in the conscious level from the subconscious level, conscious level. So slowly now you are coming up from the delta, alpha, theta levels to the beta level of consciousness. Slowly now, as I count 1 to 5, you have your eyes open. And you feel good in every way because the quad-core pyramid has done some healing onto you because I can feel the energy spreading out so far and wide and towards those who are present online as well is connected. I'll just take a few moments to absorb this wonderful healing energy before I bring you up to your level of consciousness in the beta level. may I ask that each and every one of us here in the Zoom room, as well as here physically, the 5 of us, are protected in a bubble of white light protection from the divine source of all that is, creator, of all that is. We are blessed with a bubble of protection. Wherever we go, we are protected. And whatever we do, we are protected from any spiritual attacks or unnatural attachments or any controlling frequencies or whatever that would be attaching themselves to us without our permission would not be able to come in through the shield of protection that we're surrounding ourselves with. And so we are safe in making whatever device our heart feels like making. That will be the conduit of a catalyst to our having back our divine gifts of the abilities that we, the original humans, have. And may our so-called junk DNA be activated, so we'll have all our gifts back with us. And now visualize our auric fields, our physical fields, our biological fields, and all being encapsulated in a beautiful bubble of white light of protection. So we are safe from contamination, from the chemtrails, from the poison in the food we consume, from the fluoride in the water we drink. When it gets near the peripheral of our field force, it gets transmuted into love and light and gets back to its original state. The food that we consume from the GMO state will naturally turn back into its natural organic state. And so we are getting healthier and healthier by the day. Now visualize you absorbing all these wonderful healing energies into every cell, every fiber of your body. Absorbing this divine healing rays of light that comes through your chakra tube well. And you feel yourself rejuvenating, getting younger and younger as well. Where you are protected and you're dearly loved, each and every one of you. Thank you. Now slowly you're coming up to your conscious level of awareness. As I count 1 to 5, you have your eyes open and you breathe in and take in a deep breath and stretch. 1, slowly now, you're coming up to your level of awareness. 2, you're becoming more and more awake, more and more aware. 3, your eyes are beginning to feel sparkling clear, as if it's being bathed, the eyes go spring water. Number 5, you're stirring up now. Number 5, eyes open, taking a deep breath. Fill up your lungs and stretch. And now we thank you. Quad-core pyramid. And thank you, David, for bringing quad-core pyramid to be with us in this 11th FESIG meeting. Thank you. Namaste. Yeah. Okay. Even the
something made noise, isn't it?
Yeah. Hello, can you all still hear me?
Yes, Crystal, that was wonderful. You did well. Awesome.
Oh, thank you very much. So here we are back. Yeah, and
Thank you, Crystal.
Oh, right.
Like the slash to electricity to my body because I sleep to concentrate in the spirit.
What's the name of your
Was that
Like,
clean you out.
yes.
Like
Yolanda, I think. Yeah.
The feeling.
Yolanda has got testimonial with the healing. Would you like to speak louder in front of the camera so everyone can hear you? Yeah. Come on, Yolanda.
He listened to me now.
Yes, yes.
I concentrate when I close my eyes from the seer,
Because we can't
and I
see.
concentrate all my body straight to in front to the seer,
Yeah.
and then I stay to like keep flying my body in front to the seer, and then it starts slash all of my around my body.
Wow.
Yeah, for electricity, you know,
Oh, good.
something
Yes.
slash.
Can everyone hear Yolanda clearly? Can everyone hear Yolanda clearly?
Maybe repeat. I heard something about whizzing light or something. Could you repeat it, please? Thank you.
Yes, because it's important. She's got some, effects with the meditation just now. Yeah. So she would like to do a testimony here on the wonderful healing effects that she's experienced. So Yolanda, would you like to pull your chair closer and speak through there so that everyone can hear you? Get closer and speak loudly.
When I start to, I close my eyes and concentrate to stay in front of the seer. Then I saw my body to fly in front of the seer. And then it flashed around to all my body from electricity. Like electricity.
Right. And how do you feel? Do you feel better? You feel alert?
I feel because the electricity is passed to all my body, it's very, very fast, huh? Yes, I think it move my body when it stays to me here.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Have you had any pain prior to having the
not
session
really.
or anything?
Not really.
Yeah.
No.
So you feel good?
Yeah,
How's the
feeling
feeling
good.
level?
I feel hot now.
Oh,
Excited,
wonderful.
I think.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
this is
Energized.
the reason. Yeah,
Energized.
I think this is the reason.
Yeah.
Anybody else would like to share
Are
their
you feeling something?
experience?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. I felt
David?
felt like I met my friend again. You know what I mean? When you meet a friend you haven't seen for a long time, and it's another feeling altogether. Isn't it?
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Say hello again.
Thank you. What about Mrs. DeGale? Do you want to share with us how you feel?
Maybe not on camera though.
Not on camera. What about you, Louis? Not on
Well, at
camera.
the moment, I suppose I'm not affected by electronic wavelengths at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I felt that.
Oh, you had a long day at work.
Yes.
Right. But did you feel relaxed in the meditation?
I think because of my engineering background, I always thirst for disbelief.
Okay, he's got his left brain on. Right. Okay. So, what about anybody else in the Zoom room? Anybody wants to add to some experience that you had from a distance?
No, I didn't. But I did feel
I have unmuted everyone.
another level of feeling. It's not always. You've got your conscious mind telling you, and you think you know. Another level. You just know. There is no question.
Right.
And this is the state that brings me into feeling of relaxing and connecting and brought my attention more to that, to a state of feeling,
Right.
which is not conscious.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a problem with your knee?
Well, no, I think I must have been pretty much in smile.
All right.
I wouldn't blame them.
Okay.
The science behind this Sorry?
I said to me, try.
Right.
Right.
Right. Sorry, the camera is not. Okay, now
It's
it's
more down the route of plasma,
Mhm.
which isn't electricity.
Right.
It's before electricity is formed, it is the plasma,
Right.
which is not, it's not got, it hasn't got the electron, it hasn't formed. This is all that wiring is involved. It's before you get the atom or the electron, and then you manipulate it and you try and form, say like one of these lithium has got 3 atoms.
Okay.
If I had 3 of these, just 3, lithium is very good for the brain, thinking with the brain. So if you get brain fog, that might be a good thing to meditate 3 of these together in a certain configuration. What usually blocks us is our own programming. Like you said, I'm not going to believe it until it works. That is a blockage. You're probably not aware of it, but if you think about people who you know are very blocked in their thinking, and you try and do them a favour, they think that you're trying to kill them, don't they?
Yeah.
I know.
Follow that.
And this is what we do. We think. When we think, it doesn't work. You've got to get onto that level of knowing that it's going to do some good. And accept it. Just let it do its good. And it might not fix your knee, but it might fix your shoulder. It might make your day a fantastic day, you know.
Indeed.
It might not do what you want it to do. It's got its mind of its own.
Thank you, David. That's lovely what David's sharing. So that will dispel the
transmit
lovely
some energy, like energy, no?
It's all your energy, though. It's your blockage which is stopping you receive that energy. And this is just a prop. You're doing all the work, but we need these props to free us of our programming. We're brought up into this world and we're programmed from the very first day we're born. We're starting to be programmed, and this programming is detrimental to our spiritual growth.
Right. Thank you so much. Does anyone have anything to share? James, can we see? Okay. Can I just move on? James, can we see your latest creation, your latest device? I mean, how is it? I just want to ask this question. Some of you has got your devices with you when we were doing the meditation just now. Do you feel the connection of a pyramid core connecting with your devices? How do you feel the feeling level? You see, the thing is, being scientists of sorts that we are, we have expectations. And David was explaining just now, when you don't have those, you just go with the flow, like Yolanda. She's new to this, and she's just, for the first time, being introduced to these devices. And she's the one who benefits the meditation, the healing session the most. And she's the one who felt it the most. So when you go with a free flow without expectations, I think you will benefit the most. Don't you think?
Yeah, I've got the proof here.
Yeah. Yay. James, we would like to see your latest devices, your latest inventions, if you could.
Okay. Well, I've been working on the Q6. I'm not done with it, but I'm actually Q24. Somebody was mentioning that theirs wasn't producing any energy. I don't know. Has anyone else built one of these things? Been happy with the result?
I have. I've got my Q6 that is powering up my home appliances. I check the meter readings every day. Okay, and a month ago, when it was first plugged in, I used about like 4.8 units every day per day. Okay, on my meter reading, but now it's gone down to 2.3.
Okay. Is it continue decreasing?
It's only a Q6, and it's not even using the cone. I mean, this was my first Q6. It was using the Margraf coils, and it's organic though. It's not nano-coated. I built the Q24, but I hadn't actually hooked it up yet because I'm still experimenting on my Q6 and see how far it could go.
Okay.
How about yours, James?
Yeah, I should get mine done hopefully this week. I've got all the capacitors in the other room. I gotta put some more coils on them. You want to see the capacitors?
Oh yes. Oh, I should continue that. I should add that when I had my Q6 done, right? ISIP then helped me to the wiring, and before it was completed, it's already lit up a light. Okay, and then after 1 week plus, I loaded it with a 2,000 watt vacuum cleaner, a 1,800 watt hair cleaner, and I also had my computer, my phone charging and all that on it as well, and many other devices. After a week or two, it just took all these loads. Yeah.
Okay, well these are the capacitors. So I gotta put some wires around this and then hot glue it. But yeah, so I put the ash on it. Is it okay to let them dry out, or do I need to put more water on it?
James, you know what I did? I was here. He said, like put a lid on, and put, you know, like the way we were doing the nano coating with caustic, right? But we don't use caustic. We use ashes and water underneath, and then put the wire mesh, and then put your capacitors on top, and then cover it up with a lid and put it in the hot sun, and it will steam up. So I thought, oh gosh, you know, I tried it for a couple of days. It's like too slow. So I'm
It's
rather.
probably gonna rot if you do that.
No, not really, because it's not soaked in there. It's steaming dry. Okay. So I did this. I used my pressure cooker, and I put the wire mesh in there so that it doesn't get soaked, right? And then I turn on the heat. Okay. And within a day, my goodness, all my nano and my wires got nano coated, and it became almost black. The copper wires. It's still organic. I didn't use plastic. Yeah. So that's for my Q.
All right. I can do that, I guess.
Who told you to do that, Crystal?
Mm-hmm.
Who told you to do that, Crystal?
Who told me that? Oh, it's just ideas. That's the beauty of having a group like this, because we can share ideas, you know. And I kind of like that idea. You're looking for another device. Messenger is now inactive. Okay. Right. Okay. So I took that up, and it serves me well, because otherwise it's not nano coated. How long are you going to wait for the for it to get nano coated? So I thought that would be good. Well, we will see. It's an experiment, right, guys? I'll report to you once my Q24 is plugged in, and let's see how fast it goes, okay? And how fast it loads up. Go on and carry on, James.
All right. Well, this is what the Neo meditation device looks like. This is the Gate Key 22. It's the last one I have. I just sold it last night. But the inside has cone panels, again, based on our host was talking about the pyramid. So the cones, anything that's cone or pyramid shaped produces chi. So all the chi is pumped into the center of the unit, where there's a sphere with multiple layers of metal or crystal powders, depending on which different, I call them flavors, but whatever you want to call them.
How do you acquire your crystal powder? How do you acquire them? Do you buy them?
Some of it is like mixture of sand, salt. We have some like special ormus powder, ground up crystals. Also, some human hair is another one of our magic ingredients. And so crystal skulls, another one that we do, or lapis, different type of stone, shungite. All that's kind of put together into a sphere-shaped object. That's coated with it's in like a copper sphere and then coated with hot glue. There's some of them have wires attached to them where you have like a RCA connector you can plug into other cubes. I had what was known as a blessing wand, and that one is based on the Cash Tech, and I don't have one right now built to show you. I just sold it. I just sent it off like 2 days ago to somebody in South Africa, but it's a copper pipe that has 4 cash wands, each one of a different type of gonds, and a William Reich resin, the beeswax and carabera wax, I think it is. Some type of palm tree from South America. But evidently William Reich used all organic resins. He didn't use the synthetic resins. So I put that in there, and there's also a Vogel crystal. I can show you a picture if you really want to see it, but do you want to see it? I have to share my screen. I don't want to take up too much of everybody's time. Okay. Well, also I had let's see. So basically, there's a larger cube as well. But you go to my website at neologicaltech.com and see what I got, other products. Again, I'm not trying to sell anybody anything. If you want to just see what it's like, what type of difference we have, so that's that in a nutshell. Should I share? I guess I'll go ahead and share my screen since you didn't. So yeah, here's the website, Neological Tech. So the Orca has a black twirl, right? Killer whale with some gold-plated seashells. Then I have the skull is 13 crystal skulls inside of it, small ones. Monastery has a blue diamond, and gold gilded cones, 24 karat gold. And then the larger units are just basically same as the small one, but just bigger, same contents. I can show you. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the blessing wand here for you. Let's see here. Where is it? Okay.
Can I ask if you have been your cubes bringing down your electricity bill?
I have not experimented with that. I would probably say no because I have not experimented with that, not plugged it in to the wall. I don't know how to interface the chi with the electronics. There might be a way of doing it, but I need to talk to Kusal about it, and right now I'm just kind of busy with the NeoCubes. But that's what the blessing wand looks like. RCA port to your NeoCube. So there's your Vogel crystal. It looks like that. Plugged in. Let's see if I have some. There's your Gons solutions. And there's 4 wands. Of course, the 4th wand doesn't have any Gons on it. And it's on a tripod. It's got this little back piece comes out, and you can put crystals or your intentions inside of it. Okay, so I filled it all up. So yeah, go check that out. Okay, anybody have any questions?
Cool. What does the RCA jack do?
What's the question?
What's the RCA jack do on that healing wand? The RCA jack.
What's it for?
Yeah.
It's to connect to your Neo device, the core of the Neo device. Actually, let's see if I can. Okay, well, I don't have one right now to show you, but this is. So this is basically the size of the core, and I take copper foil, wrap it around here, and then it's going to be soldered onto that. And that's going to be connected to the port inside the cube.
Oh, okay. So you connect the cube to the blessing wand.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
okay.
wand, and there's some other, you can connect it to other cubes. There's also a crystal skull box, which I'll probably change because they're kind of expensive. I'm going to change the configuration, make it a little bit more affordable. But the goal is some people want to do group meditations, or if you have a partner that you live with, or children or something like that, you want to meditate together, you could do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to add to that. James said that is because if you remember,
Thanks, mate.
he's saying that if two or more were to sit together and call my name, I'm there. So, I have to mute whoever's. Who's that? Okay. Anyway, right. So we move on. Anybody wants to share anything? Vince, you want us to look into the problem that you have? Oh, unfortunately, RC is not here. Can you not contact him through Facebook directly?
Blacked out already.
Vince?
Paint's done. He was just confirming on it. But it's
Vince, I have unmuted you, Vince. Is that that's the issue that you're talking about? You can't connect, or what? Or you can't load it? Because Fraz Frazzle is here. He probably could help you with the issue.
Especially in the shower now.
Vince? Yeah, there you go, Vince.
Oh, right, okay.
Vince? Okay, so we'll move on to Vince, are you on the phone?
Did you go to Border today?
Okay, I have to mute him. Sorry, I have to mute him. He's on the phone just when we need him to speak up. Right. Leith, you have anything to share? You built some devices?
Yeah, sure. I was waiting for you to finish there. I just wanted to thank you for that wonderful session you had. I was trying to not look at emails and get distracted, and all of a sudden my chakras just went off, my stomach, my head, all over the place. So I really appreciate that session there with the pyramid. It was awesome. And I started to visualize a big, giant streaming light coming out of the top of that pyramid there. And all of a sudden, boom, I lost track of 5 or 10 minutes there. So thanks for that. That was awesome. And yeah, it was awesome there. So I'm guessing the person that was closest to the pyramid got the biggest impact of whatever went on there, but it was awesome.
Yolanda's closest to the pyramid.
Yeah. So definitely, and your words of wisdom there to send us into the right mind state and subconscious state there is key. If people can't unblock that, they're stuck in the 3D state and can't expand it and let the energy flow around them. And that's sort of the tips, and what you're doing there is awesome. So thanks for that.
Thank you, Liv. Thank you so much.
Yeah, lots going on. I've built about 8 devices in the past 2 weeks. I've given a couple away to people. I've shipped off smaller devices. Just a lot. I've been really busy. I've been focusing on experimenting. I'm getting a lot of intuition to experiment with the devices and follow your instincts with the geometrical shapes and cones and phi and so forth. So that's what we need to explore more, and explore more on how we're feeling and progress with our own intuition and challenge our normal belief systems. So that's sort of the message I've got for everybody. And start evolving. Raise your vibrations. And what I've just done recently, which is a big tip, is these pens I've made. I've added crystals, I've added essential oils to them, and then I dunk them in sealed test tubes in big containers of water. And then within 12 hours, the whole container of water has got bubbles all over it. Every single bit of water particle has got bubbles around it. And when you drink the water, it's like drinking booster juice of water. As my son would say, wow, I could drink more of that water than the water upstairs off the fridge. And
Show Show us.
I don't have a proper camera set up right now, and my room's a bit of a mess. Let me just go grab one.
Okay, thank you.
So I'm posting a couple of things on Facebook, but let me just actually I'll try and get a picture. Let me hold on. I'll try and get you a proper picture I've taken and share it on my screen. But yeah, the theory behind it is yeah, a little bit they're based on Cash Tech, but the intuition I got was.
Well, while you go get that, I'm showing you, this is my unis. It was lit up even before the oil coating and the, what you call it, more ash and the oil. Yeah,
Cool.
and I had crystals surrounding it. It just lit up, you know, and it was really good. And of course I've got loads more to share, but I will okay.
That's cool.
This is what I put crystals around it. Yeah, when I first activated it, and there are more stuffs that. Well, you go get your things. Okay, I'm just sharing.
I'll just share my screen because my computer's got so much garbage all over it right now. I'll just share my screen. Hold on. Share screen. No, I can't share screen. Sorry. Yep.
Yeah, yes, you can. Share screen. Go then.
All right. There we go. Can you see my screen? It's Facebook up. I'm just going to scroll down to my screenshots. So here you go. Here's one shot. See, I've put 2 of the test tubes in this big 5-gallon water container, and see all the water's all bubbles all around it. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. And that happens within 10 or 12 hours. That's just tap water I put in there. I did a smaller container with just 1, and that's like a 2.5 gallon water container, and see all the bubbles around it. And you drink that water and it's fantastic. So what I just bought was one of those digital pH meters. You know those little pH meter devices you can buy for about $20-30 that has a digital reading. So I put a cup of water in regular tap water and measured it. It was around 5 pH level. And then I put another glass in and measured the pH level, and it was around 6.5. So a difference of at least 1 and 1.5 pH level. So what that means to everybody is that it makes it more alkaline, which is more natural mineral water, which is more suitable for consumption and better tasting.
So it gets rid of the fluoride.
The acidity, yes, yeah, and that too.
And this is your health pen, right? Inside.
Yeah. So yeah, these are custom made. I got intuition to make them. Some rustling there. Have to mute somebody there. Sounds like they're doing the shoe shuffle. Yeah, so I got the intuition to make them based off the staff of Hermes or the rod of Acephalus and the caduceus and the ankh combined. And that was the intentions behind them, to combine them like 2 snakes going up a wand and then twisting inside to create the right vibrational fields, and then putting them into a sealed test tube with crystals at the end and crystals at the back. And they work like that. And then, of course, I added the GANs as well to give it even stronger fields, but you don't need the GANs.
What GANs did you add?
Just CO2 GANs, but you don't need it. I've been sending these around the world without the GANs because I don't want to get stopped by customs. And my brother called me yesterday and he goes, wow, what are these tubes you've sent me in Australia? Awesome water. He says he does split shifts at the hotels and he goes and has a drink of this stuff and then he's energized to work his second shift. So he's pretty happy about it. So I'm glad I got that feedback from my brother. Of course, other people are saying, you know, it's motivating them to clean their house and do all sorts of things they don't normally do. So it's good feedback I've got so far.
Could you give us more information on the coil design? How it's different from the cash one?
It's just different windings. So let's see if I've got any other pictures here. Here's a close-up one. There you go there. Can you see that?
What did you put inside that's whitish like milk? Is it
That's
CO2?
the CO2 GANs, that, yeah.
And did you put a resin in there to harden it, or is
No. Try not to add anything unnatural. So,
Okay.
yeah. Some people can add resins if they want, but not me. So yeah, that's been awesome. Here's a shot of one of my awesome cubes that I did, but I do customized quantum energy devices. So I make different cones, put crystals in them, and stuff like that. So this one I gave away to an electrical engineer. As soon as I put it in his house, the whole family was nuts. Started instantly healing them, and they could feel stuff going on. That was awesome. So I donated that one away last week.
What crystal did you put in the cones? Because no Kozel doesn't like any crystals or anything being added to his. That's his petty beef, isn't it? But what did you put inside the cones?
Yeah, I follow my intuition and what my higher self says to me.
Right.
Yeah. So, and there's another look at it. That's what I do with mine. I put clay pottery on top. It wants to get more grounding with the earth. So try and cover it with earth. I even put plants on top or around it. Next interesting idea is to put it actually inside a plant with soil on top of it. But it's a question of the cosmetics. You know, do people like to see nice big electrical things with copper wire going everywhere with glue all over the place, or do they want to see something that's fully enclosed? So that's something still to research on. Yeah, these are the spirals I made and put crystals in there, and then put those on your hands and feet for your activation devices. Those do really well.
And this guy in China in the Cash Foundation workshop was putting it on his glasses through his eyes.
Yeah.
Was in the health unit that he did. What's his name? Leith or Leith, whatever. What's his name is? Anyway, he did a fantastic health unit chamber. And people came around to his house and got healed. You know, I think he puts about 10 Margraf coils on each panel. No, sorry, 10 on each panel. So he's got 20 Margraf on the panels.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah. Hey, does anyone know if there is anybody who made this health unit with the Margraf coils and the helmet in Spain? Is there a Spanish thing with London? Okay, a friend of mine wants to fly me over to Spain if I could locate somebody in Spain who does that. She wants to go for healing. Well, anyway. Thanks, Leith. Sorry to interrupt. Go on then.
No, that's all right. Are you going to take us to Spain then with you? Is that what you want to do?
Well, that'd be nice if we got a FESIG being funded. Yeah, if we got FESIG funded, we'll be able to fly each other, or we could make our starship, our spaceship, our own spaceship.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful. Yeah, so here's one of my first original devices I made. I connected it to the meter in the wall, and it's got 0 watts on it. And then I think you've seen these health cups before. Did I show these on one? Yeah, I think I showed these a couple of months back on your workshops, and these what I drink out of every day with the GANs and the copper spirals and the food in between. It transfers the food elements into the water, and you don't need to eat basically if you don't want to, but depends what your intent is, and this transfers a lot of the good elements of the food into the water, and you don't even need to consume the food. You can taste it, and it's super strong and super fresh, but you don't need to.
Fantastic. You're doing very well, Leith.
Yeah, so I got lots of other bigger devices, but there's just too many around the room here, and I haven't keep up to date. But yeah, it's energy consumption is awesome. It's basically I've got auditing the meter. I've got one of those smart meters, those wireless smart meters, the Zigbee one. And I questioned the hydro company, and some days I had 0, then it would jump up and jump down, and I ordered it, and then they would go and change the readings the next day for billing purposes. So I've now got my own meter to measure it to real time, so I can now audit it so they're judging my bill. So we'll see how that goes. Definitely positive results. Compared to my last year billing period, at least a 30% drop overall. And I've only got these devices running in my office here right now. I haven't even got it running in the rest of my house yet. So it's really positive.
Awesome.
Yeah. That's about all. One other thing I wanted to show you, I don't have it, is I bought one of these crystals, the Auralite 23. It comes from the Cave of Wonders in Canada. It's the only place in the world you can get this crystal from. And it's awesome crystal. It's got so many elements in it, and I go meditate with it with my devices, and wow, does it just go and activate all your chakras and heal you and put you in the right level of consciousness of what your intent and manifestations are. I recommend it. Look at it, the Auralite 23 crystal. That's awesome.
Wonderful. Yeah. Thanks, Leith. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm aware of Mac's time in Malaysia because it's way like 2 a.m. in the morning. So, oh gosh, it's time for him to go to bed. So anyway, I have to wrap up this meeting. Lastly, I would like to call upon Vince. Vince, when I call on you, you're on the phone. You wanna bring up the issues that you have, because Fraz Frazzle, who's the most experienced of technology students group here. If you would like to bring up the issues, maybe Fraz might be able to help you look into these issues.
Well, is it typical, because Kozel was telling me that on the output it should say 0. Well, I'm not getting 0 on the output, I'm only getting about 40 watts. So is it typical that everyone is getting 0 on the output straight away?
Okay, can you all hear me?
Yes, Chris.
Okay.
Yes.
There is some changes in some of the cubes, and we first noticed it on Laura's cube. She was pulling an AC of about 50 millivolts out of her cube right straight away. Since then, we are getting more of this aberrant AC current showing up in the cubes as they're forming, and especially more with the ones that are using the ash cones on the inside. So we're getting closer to, basically closer to the free energy idea, or at least multiple devices being able to be run from the cubes. Presently, I'm not getting any reads off of mine. I'm getting zeros off of my cubes, but I'm saying that there are some that are showing power.
Fraz,
Right.
it's exactly what Kozel was saying in the last meeting. If you could, you guys would go into the YouTube recording of the last FESIG meeting. Kozel was explaining to Vince that it should be 0. You were right.
So let me show you what. Can you see what I'm getting there? That's what it's showing now. Can you see that? And this is Losa's device, but it's with the coils, not the cones. So right now it's showing, it's showing 0.014 amps, and
each of your plasma batteries. Each of your plasma batteries should generate between 0.3 and 0.5 volts, just because of their design. Then we have that full short circuit through the thing, so that only it reads out the AC of it, so it doesn't show a pure DC current out of it. I'm sitting there saying you're just running. It's running like a battery. And with Laura, she's over in Eastern Washington. We're actually trying to see if we can amp up, literally, her system so that she can start running more appliances off of her solar cells that she's got set up with it. It's an interesting development.
Well, right now I'm running 2 laptops, a hard drive, and the phone, and it's showing 90 watts of the output. But Kozel's saying it should be 0. So does that mean he was convinced that the thing isn't working? And I haven't really seen any power savings. It's been running for nearly a month now. I haven't really seen any power savings.
Okay. The power savings is going to be on your outdoor meter from the power company's meter. Probably the best thing to do is to basically run a video camera on that meter and then go in and plug in items into your cube and see what happens.
Right. See if it spins faster, you mean?
Yeah. You should. We're seeing about a 20% reduction in power consumption straight out when the cubes are first put together, and this is hardly any nano coating going on at all. That's what I'm running right now on the two twins that we've got going on the test. They've been running about 2 months now. We haven't had a chance to really get back because I've had death in the family, so I haven't had a chance to work on the cubes. I've been watching everybody else's and seeing what's happening with theirs. But this new call out is starting to show up more and more with the different devices. So I think they're either talking with each other, or we're moving along in our understanding of how to build these things.
Fraz, mine is very simple because I don't have an electrical engineering background, so I just plugged in my Q6, okay, just into just one of the sockets in my home, and then you know, because it's connected to the multiple sockets, right? So I just plug in my devices there to use it every now and again whenever I could remember. I plug it in whenever it's convenient. Otherwise, I'll have my other electrical appliances running on the other sockets, on the other plugs anyway. So I will just monitor my meter reading, okay? My meter reading would just show, like I said before, a month ago, it was like 4-point-something units a day, okay? And now it's gone down to 2.3 per day. And I don't think it's anything to do with the summer months that I'm not using. I have not used my heating for a long time now. So it's got something to do with my Q6. My Q6 has brought down the usage, the electrical meter reading is brought it down.
Yeah, in the MagGrav units, what we're looking at is actually to nanocoat all the wires inside our home. And this is part of the warm-up period that takes several months. The cubes seem to be doing it a little faster.
Yes.
And we plug them in, and now you're actually using the wires in your house as an antenna to bring in the plasma energy to your devices. You're not bringing them off, you're not getting the plasma from the grid, you're actually getting it from the atmosphere around your house.
Yeah, the strange thing is, okay, my uni's copper wire, is it really nano-coated? If it didn't turn black, it was just dark brown. And it had nano-coated my household wiring as well in order to bring down the meter reading to half.
Yes. Yes. The longer we run the MagGravs, the wires do change color. The cubes, when I first plugged them in, they turned golden. It actually looked like gold plate on the cubes when we first plugged them into the AC. Over time, they turned brown, which is layers of nano coating, and we're using minimal glue on these so we could observe the metal changes. The big MagGrav is now plugged into the one cube, and we're running about 1,200 watts. The one thing that we've noticed on the load is when we get up to about 1,200 watts, the lower circle plasma batteries do have a tendency to warm up enough to melt any of the oils. Let's say if you use coconut oil or olive oil, it will melt it. It kind of has a warm body feel to it. It's not hot per se, but it's a warm body feel. And so I try not to get any above the 1,200 until we get these things conditioned. That's a lot of draw, and apparently your savings goes throughout the whole house, so it doesn't matter whether you're plugged in directly to the cube or the MagGrav. You can be plugged into anywhere in the house, and you're starting to start seeing a savings.
Exactly. You're so right, Fraz. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so time is marching on because it's coming to a quarter to, yeah, but we have to close the meeting now because this room is going to be taken over as well. Right, thank you so much, Fraz, for sharing your knowledge and for guiding us in the right direction, for helping Vince resolve his issues as well. Okay, now,
before we go, I would like to, for those of you that have built your first Q6s, I would highly recommend giving it a shot to plug them into the car accessory for the cigarette lighter and give it a try. It's very simple because you don't have to worry about plus or minus. You're taking your two wires and hooking it into your cigarette lighter adapter that plugs in. And we're noticing a little bit lighter response to the travel. It feels like the vehicle is lighter, and some gas savings. That's just a very simple plug-in, and the cubes are basically ready to go. You don't have to run them through an inverter or anything. You can plug them right into an adapter into your cigarette lighter.
Okay, I'm sorry, Max. I just want to reply to Max. Oh, you're welcome, Max. You're most welcome to join us every time we have a meeting. FESIG has its meeting like twice a month, okay? So I know you're sleepy. It's very, very late now. And I'd like to thank Fraz Frazzle again for his knowledge that he's sharing. And anybody else wants to say anything? If there's no other business, we need to adjourn the meeting to in 2 weeks' time, the 1st and the 3rd Wednesday of the month. All right. So we just go around the table. David, you got anything to say?
I'm glad to come along to the meeting. I'm glad to meet everyone. Thank you for all your contributions.
David has been in touch. He's been listening into our YouTube recordings or meetings. He's been observing from afar. And this is the first time he's joined us live with his device. And thank you so much for bringing your pyramid quad core, which is so awesome, that has given Yolanda this wonderful experience. Right, Vince, anything else that you want to bring up? Hopefully next week.
A question to Fraz then. Because I've got a positive reading on the watts output, does that mean the thing isn't working, or should it be 0?
I would say it's still working. Basically, the quick test is to put your hand onto the coil. If you get bit, it's not working. If it's
That's a bit of
which is really bizarre. But yeah, that's the quick test.
And if I get electric shock, how do you pick me off the floor?
Yeah. It's a walk of faith. But anyway, it's
actually, my unit's sealed up. The way Lowe's makes them, if you can see, everything's sealed in glass, so I can't actually touch the coils.
It's
okay.
So typically, does everyone have a 0 reading within a week or so?
Yeah.
All your output showing 0.
I don't think you have a problem. These things have a tendency to straighten themselves out, believe it or not.
Okay.
You start with a light load.
It must have been shook in the post, because a lot of the things are loose inside, so that's what makes me think.
Oh, let me have a look, Vince.
You can see things are moving about inside, so I'm wondering if there's a wire being dislodged. I mean, I'm plugging things in and they're working, but I don't know if that might have dislodged the plasma side of it. I don't know.
Would you contact Daniel directly on Facebook?
Yeah, I'll try to.
Yeah. And he will tell you what to fix back, because I noticed that on one side, one of the capacitor has gone loose.
That's right.
You have to glue it back, and that one is on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
Okay.
So, and then Max, you've got anything to say before we close the meeting, Max? I know you. It's ready to go to sleep.
I would just have to wait until my first Q6 is made, and we'll test it out. Then we'll see what's the reading.
So Gary and Max is Gary's friend. Gary is our webmaster for the True Vision of This and FESIG site. Right. Yeah. Thank you, Max, for joining us, for staying up so late, but it's really worth it, I'm sure. So much from the group here. Wonderful. James, you got any last words to say?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm actually starting to make my first Q6 tonight. I've made all my a bunch of wires, so tonight is the first night. Well, I've actually tried to do it.
You didn't dip your aluminum foil and your...
No, that was just a trial one whilst I was watching Pepe's video. Okay. I'm going to re-dip. I'm going to take it apart and dip it in the water. What's the question? Is it 4 teaspoons of ashes or 4 tablespoons of ashes?
I think it's 4 tablespoons.
4 tablespoons, right? Okay.
Just go with more. Yeah.
I've gone with 4 tablespoons.
1 minute on your foil wrap on your capacitors there.
Yeah.
On your left hand side, where the foil comes down to the wire on the, right there where your fingers are.
Yeah.
Try to have the paper showing, not the foil touching the wire.
Ah, right, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Good tip then.
Oh,
So start the foil a little bit, so half an inch in or something.
Yeah. Laura actually inserted some plastic straws over the end of her wires so that the foil wouldn't touch on her unit, and I think she had a plan. Little straws, yeah.
Right, good tip. I'll take that on board.
It's really pretty, and I commended her on her ingenuity because we all have a tendency to wrap the foil clear down onto the copper wire.
Right. Does that create a short circuit or something, or?
Yeah, it doesn't. You don't get a capacitor. It does. The battery doesn't form right when you do it that way. It shorts out too fast.
Okay, Louis said it will short circuit. Louis is an expert on electric
like that then.
cells.
Good tip, Frank.
Yeah, I've got one more thing. I want you guys to take a look at the tape on.
Yeah.
Run this tape back during the meditation series portion of it, and look at the light play on the pyramid as the person as they're talking. Okay.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it looked like the cube was talking. It was kind of fun, and the pyramid was talking, lip syncing.
Chris, are you talking about David's quad pyramid?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I came in a little bit late. I didn't realize you guys were doing a meditation session. I'm sitting here watching, and it was like, well, this is kind of fun. There's just a play of light across. It looked like the pyramid was talking, lip syncing.
Wow. So it was talking to you. What was the message, Chris?
It was just lip syncing what you were saying. It was kind of like an animation.
Was it? Oh.
Yeah, run the tape back when you have a time and take a look at it. It's a play of light. It's really quite interesting.
It's alive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Right. Okay. Socks has put up her hand. Socks, you want to say something?
Yes. This is all just absolutely so fascinating to me, and there's so much information that has been shared here that my mind is just like buzzing. I could probably power my whole house right now. And so I have so many questions, and there's some websites here that James has put up, but you know, with the little gadget that Vince held up in his hands, and Fraz was talking about putting the straw over it, which is a really great idea. But where can I go to get information on that? Like, you know, what type of ashes do you use? And
oh, so go to our FESIG website. Okay, go to True Vision of this website on the FESIG page.
Okay.
Click on the link that I was. Okay, I'm going to show you again, right? No, I think I'm not, because it's getting late and Max has got to go.
That's okay. I just wrote it down.
Scroll down.
I'll be able to find it.
Yeah, under Pepe's picture, okay, and his little bio write-up, at the bottom you will see the link, PI something Q series, Q6, Q24, Q144 team, the PI team. That one is their YouTube channel that will give you all that you need to know to start making the Q6. And that was what Max is understanding, that Max has gone off to sleep now, I think. Oh no, he's still there. So Max will be able to learn with Gary in Malaysia how to start making their Q6. And they have also posted in the YouTube channel with links and all that their blueprints. Okay, the blueprints. You learn about exactly what measurement and all that of the. You saw Vince battery capacitor in the making with James as well. Right. The copper tube, the copper wire, okay, that you turn in on the both ends so that it doesn't cut you or poke you, and then you use the baking boiler, to roller, but you have to soak it in the ash solution first. But Win say that no, you don't need to do that. You just dip it in shortcut. But I rather soak it though, so it carries all the ashes inside in between, and then the aluminum foil. So you can learn all this from their link. There's no question about it. It's very easy to grasp the whole concept and to get.
Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that, and I will investigate that. Sounds awesome.
Yeah. So I know Gary is very excited in Malaysia with Max. They are starting to make the Q6 now. So you can go ahead and do yours. And next meeting, physics meeting in 2 weeks' time, probably we'll see yours on display.
Awesome. Great. Look forward to it.
Wonderful. All right. So is there anybody else who wants to say anything? Louis?
No.
Mrs. DeGale? You want to say? Okay, then we have Paul. Paul, you're on iPhone. You're very quiet. Is there anything you want to say before we close the meeting? You're just going around the table. Okay, I'll unmute you, Paul. Paul, can you hear me? Okay. Oh, Paul probably doesn't have the microphone working. Oh, that's fine. Okay then, folks. And there being no other business, the meeting is adjourned to the next, in 2 weeks' time, to the next meeting. That will be, I don't have my diary with me. That will be the first, no, sorry, this is the third Wednesday of the month, right? That will be the first Wednesday of the month. Okay, so thank you very much, everyone. And blessing me in your making of your devices, your first devices for Macs and SOX, and for the rest of us, oh well, it's smooth sailing all the way with what the benefits.
Fraz, just a quick question.
Sure.
Do you know the 5 wires that go around your capacitor? I've cut them to the same length as the main wire. Is that going to leave too much left over, or should it be a bit shorter?
If you look at Pepe's video, he'll have one wire that's longer in the middle.
Yeah.
The rest of them can be shorter. What will happen is you'll end up clipping the excess off.
Well, yeah, right, okay.
Yeah.
I've gone with a 13-inch length because the cube is quite big.
You really do want to bend all the ends in so you don't poke yourself with them. It's a safety matter. It makes assembly a whole lot easier. And then when you finally get everything in place, you can clip off the ends that the excess that you have.
Right. Right. Thanks for that then.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All righty.
Thank you so much, everyone. I'm looking forward to seeing you again with your new devices and your experiments and sharing and what. If you come across, please share FESIG announcement, all that in your Facebook, and spread the word everywhere so we get a bigger crowd, bigger group, because we want everyone to benefit from these fantastic technologies, because we are here to help. Okay. Right. Also, FESIG needs help. If I've got volunteers, it will be a lot bigger, a lot better, and more efficient. And I need someone who's very good at social media to help me be the administrator of our Facebook and things like that, or have a blog. If someone would be able to volunteer, that's going to help a lot. Okay. Gary is already helping us with the website, and kudos to him. Many, many thanks to him. He's not present now. Max would be able to tell him. And then we'd like to thank Peter for hosting the meeting on his Zoom room. Right. Thank you. Good night, Vince. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Namaste. Bye.